Celebratory time, and the internet can only treat me like shit. You people are pathetic. Look at your own country. I hate these people, dude. I hate. Why can't you treat me with some respect? How hard is it? Is it hard to treat people with respect? Huh? I don't walk into any of y'all's homes, do I? Stop talking shit to your face. Disrespectful. That's why you can't get friends out there, because, you know, it's garbage. Garbage world, garbage people everywhere. I wish it wasn't so. I wish I could say, yeah, the world is great. I love these people. And I'm trying to be an honest person, right? All I can do is give shit all day. Can't even get my name right. And that's after years and years and years. Can't get my fucking name right. Can't get anything right. So what's the point? What's the point? You can't realize the real person that is Tim Dooley. If you refuse to do that for years and years and years, you know, fuck off. Is it hard? It's enough. Yeah, people are garbage, I agree. Yeah. What's up, 420 Moon? 420 Moon. I like that. You got a creative thing going on there. And it's rough out there. Sometimes some people just gotta stand up and say that. I'm that person that stands up and say that. Because I'm a man. I get all of the shit just by sitting. Just by being there. Welcome, welcome. I was actually just making sandwiches. Aw. A creative person. We don't see those people around here often. So that's good. That's good. Well, it looks like we're breaking through. Yeah, if you excuse me, I'm just making a sandwich. But it's very nice to meet you. My name is Tim Dooley. I'm the potato of life. I'm crazy, I know. I have all these struggles. But I'm making my way through it. There's also good people. I can tell you're a real person. That's crazy though. I'm so used to fake people. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's nice. I was talking about this thing. The only reason why I'm a little bit upset is somebody took them years. They couldn't even get my first name right. Imagine that. It's a 3-letter name. My name's Tim, right? It means man of God. But they couldn't even get that right. It's like Tim Tim or Tim Tam or Timmy Tom or whatever. It's like, okay, well, if you can't get it right, are you talking about me? Or are you talking about something you made up in your head, or like? So, but that's good. That's good. Welcome. Welcome. I stream here every day, by the way. So it's very nice to meet some more real people. You can expect that I'll be screaming at these people, and you can expect that I'll also be down to earth here. You know, one of the things that I rarely get any credit for at all is, hey, what's going on here? One of the things I never get credit for ever at all is the fact that I'm actually the #1 streamer in the entire galaxy, in the universe. No, unless there's somebody out there. There could be somebody, you know, but not on this planet. I'm the #1. They never give me credit for it. One day. You're looking at him though. The guy who dedicated the most hours into live streaming. Can you believe it? And still, these people, they take it for granted. They couldn't even get your first name right, even after, despite the fact. Imagine that. Couldn't even give you credit for the work, even if it wasn't much work. You know, I've mostly just been around. But the fact that somebody's been around, right? Not trying to go for fame, just been around, just been there, in all perfection, imperfection, everything, through the storm and rain and everything. And at the end of the day, what do you get from these people that have given you so much shit for the years? Well, they can't even get your first name right. So you're like, wow, thanks. Wow, you feel like you dragged those people along, only for them to sit at the end of the ride and say, yeah, fuck your ride. And it's like, what did they pay? Nothing. They got a ride for free, and all they can say is, you know, it's like, I'm not expecting huge appreciation or anything. It's just, it's almost like they get upset because you're the greatest. It's like anything but just admitting that the guy is just the greatest. Because I'm not even that great, you know. It's not. I'm just great in terms of hours. You know, I've been there. Does that make sense? I haven't done anything. I've been there. I've been there, and that's my achievement. I showed up. I showed up. And that's real, and that's authentic, you know. Most people couldn't say they probably just came around at some point, right? And then they say, "Oh, I've been here the whole time," no, but not me. I didn't. I was here the whole time. You remember PewDiePie? You guys probably remember PewDiePie. Yeah, he started back in 20 whatever, 2012, something like this, right? I've been streaming ever since PewDiePie started streaming. Ever since PewDiePie started streaming. That's my legacy. So I've been through every single weather, every single season, you know, I've been preparing for this moment. I kept showing up too. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm sure you also have a history, just not this history, right? You have your own personal, unique history, which I don't even know that yet, what that is, but I know everyone has one. Even the most mundane person. That's how I look at it always. Even the people that say, I'm not special, I have nothing. I can always find something that's special in people. I guess that's my specialty, is I can see potential in anything. Even if it's, I can see potential and pull it out of a black hole. Where people say, nah, there's nothing there. It's like, I'm Tim Dooley. No, I'm sure there's something there. We have to pull it out. That's why these people that they follow me around, they hate me. They cannot pull anything. They can only copy, right? They pull everything out of whatever you do. But if only they had the same mindset as you, they could pull good things out of everything. Then they wouldn't pull bad things out of you. Does that make? I don't know if that makes any sense. But it's almost like if you could just give them that spark that you have. But I don't know why people don't want to live in the light, you know. And they get upset when you live in the light because you surpass their petty squabbles. Then they get upset about it. They want you back in the dirt where they put you. Because you surpassed them. They're like, no, come on back into the mud. Come on, you're safe with us. Come on. You can't just climb. Come on. We want you to be stuck in the mud with us. And so they keep pretending to look down, right? As you just keep growing and growing because you're the seed, and they're like mud dwellers stuck in, like, they sit on a rock all day. And who am I to talk? You know, I sit on a rock all day. If you can call my couch a rock, right? So it's not like I move a whole lot. But in my mind, I get a lot of things done. You know, I'm like surpassing all of these little struggles and these little struggles and that struggles. And by the end of the day, I would like to say I'm ahead of these mental struggles and this and that, where they are like thinking about the next trouble to make tomorrow. I'm thinking about the next solution next week, next year. You know, like the further you can kind of like surpass every struggle, the better. So even if none of us take any steps, I believe I make more progress in terms of what I'm thinking about and where I'm like trying to make. But I might be wrong, you know. I can't know what's inside everyone's head. Just saying that a lot of things that happens internally. And I've seen people be stuck for years and years. They come back to me to say I'm stuck, which is fine, but I know by myself I keep growing. What kind of sandwich? It's gonna be ham, cheese, maybe bacon, and vegetables. So it's pretty good. Ooh. I'll just put it in the oven. Then I'll see what. I think I had some bacon over here. If I put that on, I don't know. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Hang on, I gotta get this out of the oven. Maybe you can see what I'm doing over here. I don't know, if you're lucky. I don't know. Can we fix it? Probably not. You probably can't see me. So where are you from? So you are a Muslim? You believe in the one Allah? You believe in the moon? Oh, I think I have a lot of interesting things we can talk about. I have a lot of interesting angles. Maybe you'll like it. So I have a... Where do you get all these symbols from? I'm putting this bacon on here. I believe in the moon and the stars, yes. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Are you gonna be upset if I say that I am the star? Then, are you gonna be upset if I say I'm the sun? Does that make you mad, for instance? Because some people, they don't get it when I say I am the sun. And these people, they're like the moon. But they're not even the moonlight, because the light from the moon is from me. All these people do is reflect the light from the sun in the light of the moon in order to bend it down on people. The light, the false light. These people are of the night of the moon. They bend the true light in the dust through the mud of the moon. The moon is just a clot of mud. That's why these people, that's why I call it the moon cube. Because when they shine, when they use clots of mud to shine the sunlight back, they're essentially using the moon to cast shade. And that's my own sunlight. They use my own sunlight against me. Isn't that peculiar? These moon men. You can be the sun and I can be moon, sometimes seen in the same sky. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the moon. Maybe you can command them, because they just shine the light. You know, there's a good thing in the moon too. I'm sure that both the moon and the sun and everything has good and bad aspects. Because they're just shine the false light, and the moon isn't bad per se. Right? The moon, even if it casts shade, it's not a bad thing per se. Because it also comes with a lot of other things. The tides, the tides and the moon cycle. It changes a certain aspect. The moon is a very interesting object. Very interesting symbol as well. I'm very intrigued by the moon. That's funny because I'm the sun and you're the moon then. That fits perfect. Wow, that's crazy. How did you do that? There's the dark side of the moon no one has ever seen. Right. But I think I know these people. They live there. These moon dwellers. I think I know what lives on the dark side of the moon. That's where they go when I banish them. When I say, hey, get out of my light. Get out of my light. You know where they go? They go exactly to the dark side of the moon. So I know what's there because they came from the light side of the moon. No, for real though. For real, for real. Ooh, this is hot. Hang on, let me get... I don't know what I'm doing here, so I'm just putting these things together. Here, that's me. Just down to earth. Okay, so... Yeah, I'll cook that, I don't know, I guess in the oven. So... Yeah. Yeah. So... I have this, I was trying to bring all the culture and all the religion and all the astrology and all the astronomy and all the science together in one potato. That's my plan. Because everything is scattered. Every healer, every spellcaster, every Christ person, every person from Islam, every person that's atheist, everybody is in different areas. And my mission, my goal, is to pick up where Jesus Christ left off, to be the potato of life. And I'm serious about this, just think about it. To be the potato of life, the second coming of Jesus Christ. As a comedian, as a social experiment. Right? We are taking it back to the potato and saying, if we had the same journey as Jesus Christ, what would that be like to just be the potato of life in a modern day? And what can we bring together by doing that? And so the mission is to bring potato by taking all these old stories and everything and blending it into one person that we call Tim Dooley, which is me. But it's also a mythical figure, right? I am very human. You look at me, I just sit on a couch. I'm just a couch potato. But the other part of me is that I'm a mythical figure that draws in from all these things and say, oh yeah, I'm that. Yeah, I'm that too. I'm that too. And with that, we then bring all of the old stuff back into like a new kind of movie, kind of like Jesus, the Passion of the Christ, the sequel of. We make it into an action movie, so it becomes live revelations by bringing all kinds of religion and science and other things like culture into it and bringing the potato then out into culture again. So every day it's like a play, like a whatever we're digging into, we just give it a little bit of a potato angle, so people get something they've never seen before. Because what comes out is a new product, right? It's like kind of like watching Jesus Christ learn how to be divine every day. That's the journey, is to learn how to be God. Learn how to judge all the people correctly, so and understand the universe in its complexity. And then help everybody else also become potato. You know, become one with all. And that's the potato, is to become one with all. You have to bring everything back together and say, it's potato in the center, that's it. And I'm not even that special. I'm just the guy who puts it all together. And everybody else that want to put it together, they're all welcome, because it's all about, instead of being human, which we all know we are, we transcend that and say, well, we can grow a seed in here and be more than human. We can, what is our highest purpose? How do we, if we are not just human, but instead we are our entire brain, we are all our thoughts, then how do we co-create the best experience with one another, right? How do we connect to that higher thing? And that is the potato for us. And so when everybody else speaks about higher things, they speak about the same thing, but they haven't connected to us yet. So, and everybody can be a potato and help put it all together. We all make it all one potato. So the idea here also is, for instance, Allah. I propose that Allah, who is one, for instance, that he is potato. That's potato. One. The oneness of Allah is also the oneness of a potato. Because potato is one. It doesn't find a female or a male or something. It doesn't need a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It just, one day it's like, I am tired of being a potato. Well, I'll make another potato. And then it makes another potato. And that's kind of how like, that's the same oneness that God has. That's why potato is a tiny God. Tiny God. And that's what we understand, that potato is, of course, just a tiny piece of God, right? When you pick it up, it's nothing. It's just a piece of dirt, more or less, with some stuff inside. And that's God, because at least in its human form, if it came out to Earth, and it would be like, that would be God. But in the bigger sense, it might not be exactly like that, but you could say that that thing is like God, very much like God. And it likely has the same shape. That's likely the shape of our universe. It's very potato shaped, because they can't figure it out. So we just say, well, it's potato. It's some kind of potato. And if everything is so potato everywhere, then aren't we all just a little bit potato? And could we make peace with each other based on that? You know, those are the questions we ask ourselves. If I was a potato, I would say all of that. What about mashed potatoes? What about it? That's martyrs. Have you ever heard about a martyr? You know? A martyr, the ones that go to heaven. Yeah, mashed potatoes, they're martyrs. The struggle against the mud, that's jihad. There's inner and outer jihad. That's the potato. When you're struggling against the mud, that's jihad. So it's all potato. It's and it's the same thing with Christianity and everything else. It just kind of, it's like everything becomes a little bit of potato, because it really is. It can all be explained with a potato. And so it's really not about forgetting anything that we already learned. It's about going back to what we have learned and say, oh, I have a whole new angle. And with this new angle, maybe we could discover whole new things and we all become discoverers in a new adventure, where we might find something and we might not find something, and we all have pieces in this, and everybody feels unique. And doing that then puts us on a different track than, say, we always talk about the same old shit or do this or that, or it's always stuck in the same whatever. This is just a new way to challenge people and say, well, could it be potato? And if it was, can we be friends, or how do we put it together? Can we put it together? Like, how many people get upset if I say Allah is a potato? Would billions of people get upset? Or if I said the potato is the Messiah for all the Christians, the potato is right here, the Savior is right here, potato, that's the second coming. Or if I said that thing that all the Jews are waiting for, they're waiting for a Mashiach. Yeah, well, that's the potato. It's right there. I'm right there to help us find that potato. I'm just a guide. I'm just a prophet. You could say I'm the potato prophet. I'm really a lot like everybody else. I'm not that special. And that's kind of also what makes it so special, is that everybody can be along for the ride then. Everybody can be equally as special as me. Because imagine if we can find a new face in God, right? Just a new angle that could just help finish the puzzle piece even and make it greater, make it more beautiful. That's what I imagine. That's why I started this journey. To make like a whimsy potato picture on what God could be. And we based it in real religion, real science, real things. And then I try to find, where is the potato? I say, look, it's right there. Right there. The oneness of Allah is also the same oneness a potato has. But it's in a much smaller format, right? So I found that one thing, and many other things. A challenge to learn. Right. It's like, it's a new lens. And I could give you some insights, but I haven't found all the insights. Because I want to leave it up for other people to explore with me as well. I feel like if I gave all the keys away, then maybe... That's why it's like a discovery path for me, and I invite everybody to discover with me. And be potatoes with me, by the way. Anybody that dares to take a potato profile picture, for instance, they can be angels, right? They can help. They are fighting the mud. Which you said, you stated, you know the mud. So if you know the mud, then you know it's a fight. And that's what potatoes kind of vow to do, is people that are potatoes, they just grow resilient towards the mud. They begin to grow into the mud and say, it could be cleaner here. That's part of the challenge, is to learn towards the being divine, is also that we have to take care of humanity in a sense, right? If we're going to be divine, we also have to help people be better. How can I say that? Is that how, like it's like you're better than them, but you're not just better than them. You're helping them as you grow better. You're helping the people behind you, if they can be. You don't help people you help people help themselves, if that makes sense, right? You don't have to carry everybody behind you. But that's also a challenge. So we have different kinds of challenges that people can take up in the name of trying out to explore religion, or explore another kind of religion, explore the seed. And Jesus Christ, by the way, he also talked about the seed. I want to say that he talked about growing a seed. So it's very near to what Jesus Christ taught, the seed. So, but he was talking about a seed of wheat. And they were actually talking about several different kinds of seeds. They're talking about a mustard seed and this and that kind of seed. And we just say, try a potato seed. What's it like to be simple and grow to light, instead of being complicated? Many people are very complicated. I'm complicated, but potato says, be simpler and grow to light. Grow to where the light is. Be simpler than that, and not simpler than that. Just be simple and grow to light. If you can do it simpler, is better than complicated. So it's about making space and using that space for good stuff. Okay, I have some. This food is almost ready here. That's amazing. Oh my boy, oh boy, oh wow. I have some stories we can unfold after this. Hang on. How do I get this? Oof. Can I? Oh no. And that's hard to handle. Okay. Oof. Where's the... But you don't have to. You don't have to learn anything. You don't have to take the... You don't have to switch to potato. It's just a challenge. You could also just, you know, just hang out and grow. We offer everyone just grow and listen and learn. Okay. So if I got this food here, I'm gonna have... Well, I don't even know what it's gonna be. We'll see. It's a mess over here. Like it's a mess. Oh, whoa! Almost spilled it. Almost dropped a single tomato on the floor. That would be terrible. Okay. That's pretty good. So if I put lettuce on it too? I don't even know what I'm making here. One sec. Lettuce. Yeah, I heard it's good. Whoa. This dressing is all over the place. I'm thinking I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Got to go have a good day. You too, you too. Do you stream or do you do any live streams? It's really cool. Lettuce. Okay. My bacon is ready. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. That's pretty good. I forgot one thing though. When I was making this sandwich. Just chat and clip sometimes? Okay. That's cool. Well, you probably have a lot of things to clip if you start clipping me or something. Look at that. People, they don't dare to clip me because I get upset about anything and everything. I'm very picky. I'm very picky. It's hard to work with me. That's what people would say. Anybody would say. 99% of people would say, yeah, this guy, he's hard to work with. Nearly impossible. That is a sandwich. That's right. That's right. Oh, man. Well, it's like a half sandwich soon. Half sandwich and a bunch. Oh, it's hot. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. One sec. So, what do you clip? Would you clip something interesting? Do you have like a strategy or a special like specific routine or? Sorry if I'm holding you up. Shit's hot here. Nah, that's too hot. That's too hot. It's hot. Where's the paper? I'm gonna get. It's gonna get dirt. It's gonna get messy. You hit the jackpot here, Mrs. Moon. Yeah, there's a lot of clip-worthy content, I think, but you have to get into like 90,000 hours of lore, and it's like deep, and it's all kinds of things, and there's factions and whatnot. It's like a whole spiritual war going on every day. It can be hard to get the cool angle. Hmm. Well, that's nice. That's good. But I have a very unique story. Hey Neil, it's nice to meet you. I finally had time to come back here. I was getting food. But yeah. It's like 90,000 hours, so it's hard to keep up with. Okay, this sandwich is greasy and full of melted cheese. Mm. So we do also stories. Did I say that? Aw. Mm. We do AI stories and other things. Mm. I could ask the AI about it. Okay, this is a mess. Sorry.